What is up, everybody?
Oh God, you're starting.
Started.
Shit.
You good?
Falling asleep there.
Falling asleep? You alright?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
You good for this? You ready for another hour?
Oh, that's right. We discussed last week.
Lou, how you doing?
Two turtles having sex.
Lou, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing alrighty.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah.
You ready for this week?
Uh-huh.
You good?
Uh-huh.
You're a little tired.
Uh-huh.
Why are you tired?
I thought about that. A quirk that I missed out on. Alcohol makes me really tired. It skips the whole drunk part.
And you just pass
And I
out.
just get real tired. And I'm just like, I could... If anywhere in your place was comfortable to sleep, I would fucking pass out after this.
Dude, I'm telling you, just fucking sleep on the floor or something.
It's not fun. I got enough back problems as it is.
Sleep on the couch.
I'm trying to think. I'm ruining my Google here.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining the Google.
My Google machine.
My Google's up and
What was his name? There was a man I was going to search
Well,
up.
don't say anything because they don't know the whole.
I'm not.
yet.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying there was a man I was going to search up on Grindr. There's a man. You ever see the social experiment or whatever you want to call it? The viral video where they went around and they would show people, or they would let people listen to different notification pings.
Yeah, the Pornhub and everything.
Yeah,
Twitter.
but like, people would like recognize them. And they're like, "Oh, that's Twitter, that's Facebook," and then they would show like dudes Grindr, and some of them would be like, "Oh, I don't know what that is," and instinctively some people went, "Oh, that's Grindr," and they were like, "How do you know that?" And then their face just went, and they just laughed.
I have seen that. You good looking up your thing? You good with that?
I think Storm's pooping again.
Are you good with this?
What?
You good looking it up? You good?
No, I gotta. Well, you
All right,
asked me how I'm
anyway.
doing.
I asked how you doing. How you doing? How's your week?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm still broken.
Still broken?
Yeah.
Still not feeling good?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Oh, good.
I'm doing good. I thought long and hard about this topic. Took me a long time.
Store's got zoomies.
We got a whole thing planned for October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Month.
Monster Month. That'll be cool. So anyway, here we are, September.
Yeah.
We're talking about. You ready?
You ready?
You ready for this?
You gonna do
You
it?
good?
Uh-huh.
You ready? Conspiracy theories.
Ah.
Oh. I was thinking of doing a whole season on this, just different conspiracies every episode.
There it is, a Family Guy.
All right, good thing you found the guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Maybe we'll do like a different conspiracy theory every episode. Do a little background research and everything.
What?
Like for a different season, like next season.
Season 2?
Yeah, when we get to season 2.
I'm sorry. You were talking just now. I was not paying attention to a single thing.
Are you good for this? You good to go? You ready? Are you
What?
okay?
Hold on, let me take some water.
Yeah, drink a lot of water. Your quirk is being obnoxious.
I was reading this. Sorry. What were you saying about?
At all, in general, for the past fucking 3 minutes? 4 or 5
Well, no,
minutes?
hold on. Pull up the recording thing. How long has this been going? 4 minutes. I stopped paying attention around the 30-second mark. But no, what were you saying about this every season having a conspiracy theory?
No, so I was thinking next season.
Or next season? I don't even know why we're doing seasons. When are we gonna stop?
I don't know, we'll discuss that.
Isn't there
But I
typically-
figured we'll have a different,
typically
like...
a break and then you do a season?
I don't know. So
Maybe
I
we can
figured
forever be in season 1. Just stuck in an endless loop like the Matrix.
Okay, well, I figure we'll do, like, conspiracy theories for one thing, and then, like, murder for another thing, and then, like... I don't know.
You talked about having structure.
Yeah.
You're the last person on this earth who should fucking try and make anything of structure.
Yeah. Why?
How is that going to work? We don't even have a definitive time period for when a season starts or ends.
We don't really talk about this. We just fucking go.
We're just doing it. Like, quite literally, anyone who listens, if you really think or try and think that we're pretending that we're shooting from the hip,
Yeah, no, this is just straight.
this is legit.
Shows up, don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Legit, that is our thing. I show up with alcohol every now and then, and we just talk. It's literally
how
the bare minimum of our podcast.
Depending how tipsy we get, depends how good the conversation is.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I wasn't really that tipsy with the Would You Rather. I got so heated. How's that demographic looking? Did that intrigue more people, even though it was at the end?
I don't believe so.
Good. Where is Would You Rather Part 2?
3 whole people.
Oh. It just came out. It's fine.
About a week ago.
It'll get there.
I think, who got the most?
Ow. Wasn't it like the first episode?
Yeah, first episode got the most. Which I guess kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's filling up. We'll get there. It's fine.
Single Life got 14.
Brian's still listening. It's fine.
Barely. I bet he doesn't.
He just says it.
I bet he doesn't.
I wouldn't blame him.
No, I wouldn't either. Alright, so...
I don't want to listen to myself.
So, the topic's conspiracy theory. Like, the whole thought I had about the seasons was, like, maybe... You want to talk about this now? You want to go into it later?
Sure!
Fuck it, right?
Shoot
Let's
from
talk
the hip.
about it. Shoot from the fucking hip. I figure, like,
we'll
next
make a
year...
roadmap.
I figure in December,
Uh-huh.
we'll go season 2.
In December.
Well, New Year's.
It's your reasoning.
New Year's. Every year we'll do a different season.
Alrighty. What's the point of the seasons?
Every year we'll have a season.
What's the point of the season?
It's just a season. We changed the podcast a little bit.
Location? Just change the every season we're in a new place. Every January we buy a new apartment and we record there. Nobody can see us, but we're changing location.
No, but I'm saying like
1 year we're just living in a van.
I'd be down with that. Every week. That'd probably be the most.
I don't want to live that close to you.
You can have your own van. We just follow each other.
All right, we'll just tow it. We'll switch who's ever hosting that week gets to tow the other one.
Can't afford the gas.
I get it for the gas. Devin, you got tow me.
So I figure like season 2, like next year, season 2. Let's say. All right. And then season 2 is just full of like conspiracy theories or cryptids.
So therefore, for a whole year, we would have to be stuck on one topic. When we can't even like fart out a topic every single week.
At least it would be the same. You just pick a conspiracy theory and dive into it. Or a murder, like a cold case. Or you're not seeing this? No.
We didn't build that up as our styles.
I guess so.
That's something you gotta talk about before you do season 1.
I guess so. So we're just stuck on season 1? Episode 390?
Yeah, why not?
Fuck, I guess
I don't think Joe Rogan has different seasons.
I don't think so. I
don't think a lot of people do seasons.
I don't know. It's just
We're not a TV show.
It's in there, though. It's in there.
Yeah, it's in there. Obviously, it gives you the option.
So we gotta do the camera thing. I want to do that by the end of the year.
Yeah, we should.
Are you gonna help me with that, or I gotta do that?
I'll help you. You bought the computer and all that stuff.
Oh, now you admit.
Even though the computer was, you wanted it for games.
I use it more for the podcast than I do for games.
You don't got any games.
I got a bunch of games.
Oh, you got like fucking 4?
I just downloaded a free one today. I wanted to see what it was about.
What was that? Fortnite?
No, it's shipped to Demolition.
What?
It's a free game coming out. It's
So wait, did you download a free game or a demo to a game?
I think it's a demo.
Oh.
It's like the early release of a game. I got Fall Guy. I haven't played that yet.
Hey, we went off track real fast.
Yeah.
What about conspiracy theories?
Conspiracy theories.
Reel us back into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracy theories.
Yeah, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
No.
You came up with the topic. You know you have a fucking favorite conspiracy theory?
JFK.
You think them murdering JFK?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably the one I know the most about.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's chemtrails.
You know what my favorite is?
What?
The fact that people think the Nazis had a base in Antarctica.
They say Hitler's not dead.
Oh, yeah, he's still alive at
still-
148.
I know.
Sure.
Hitler's not dead yet. Yeah, he's fucking dead.
He's dead. It don't matter what happened. He's dead now.
Dead now. Or he went back in the what was it? The Wonder Waffle? What was the time machine called?
The Wonder Waffle.
What was the time machine
That
called?
sounds like something at a fucking German restaurant. Would you like to try the Wonder Waffle?
The Wonder Waffle?
The Wonder Waffle?
Well, he was making a time machine. That was a theory. And then he never really killed himself. He just fucking went back in time. Or forward in time. We just don't know it yet.
Was he born? He was born in 1934. So that would make him, I can't do math, 2023, man, 19...
Racism is a conspiracy.
34. Oh, yeah. I mean, that would make him 89?
He's still alive.
He could still actually be alive. Never
He's
mind.
still alive.
Oh, wait, no, that was him in office. Sorry, he was...
Say he was in World War One. He's gotta be pretty fucking old.
Sorry, he was born in 1889.
Yeah.
1889. That would make him 134. So I was close.
What about FEMA and the death camps?
FEMA and the death camps?
You never heard of FEMA and the death camps?
I know FEMA.
So they say FEMA is building like these death camps, and they're like mass buying like caskets and crates to put bodies in and everything. And they thought this was like a real thing going on like during Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that wouldn't surprise me if it was
The
happening.
government, yeah.
There were death camps going on in China.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were
They were real.
There were camps in the United States. They were death camps, but
Oh no,
for
I'm talking about
Japanese.
that. I'm talking about that. Yeah, well, yeah, that was during World War II.
Yeah. Don't talk about that.
That was. I don't want to justify it.
Go,
But, like,
go
you know,
for it.
When your home nation just attacked us and started the Second World War,
So just grabbing random Japanese people, that's okay?
well, they grabbed every Japanese person thinking they were a spy. I understand where the fear is coming from. I don't justify
The
it, but
Jews in
like,
the ghetto. So what you're saying is Hitler was right. Is that what you're getting at, Lou?
no, I'm not
Is that
saying
what you're trying to say?
No, and they weren't like death camps. They weren't killing.
No,
them.
they weren't.
just,
I said they weren't death camps.
Yeah, they were just like holding camps, and then once the war was over, they all went home. I think they were released. They weren't killed.
If
or
they
anything.
survived.
If they survived, I think they were fed quite well and stuff.
I don't know. I'm shooting from the hip here.
They're just shooting conspiracy, real life facts from the hip.
Alright, so I said JFK. So let me explain the whole JFK.
Explain,
theory.
and then I'll go on my
Yeah.
Antarctica rant.
Alright, so the JFK theory, and I have it right here up on the conspiracy wiki, but I kind of basically know most of it.
Read it out for the audience.
You want me to read the wiki?
Sure.
I'll read the wiki.
Don't let the people go to the wiki. You do it.
In modern times,
Stop stuttering.
multiple conspiracy theories concerning the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963 have emerged. Basically, it's the CIA that did it.
Why did you stop reading?
Because I don't think it's really explaining the theory. Organization that accused John F. Kennedy assassination, including the CIA, the Mafia, the Vice President, Lyndon B. Johnson, Cuba's Prime Minister, the KGB, or even some combination thereof. So what I think is they wanted to go to war with Vietnam, and Kennedy said no, and they said, yeah, we kind of need to go to war with Vietnam, so they killed him. I think the CIA killed him.
I mean, JFK wanted to do a lot of things with, like, defunding the CIA.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. He wanted to break apart the CIA.
Like that's one of those things. That's one of those conspiracy theories that if they legitimately just came out and said, "Oh yeah, we killed him," I would believe it.
Yeah. So they said there was one shooter that did it, but there was multiple gunshots heard at a rapid pace, faster than one shooter could supposedly do it.
He probably had an AR-15. 9,000 rounds a minute. Whole battleship. There's
people that say there was people with umbrellas.
Tomahawk cruisers.
There was some person with an umbrella, and the umbrella closed, and instantly the shots were heard. The person just walked off, didn't even show emotion, anything like that.
John Wick was there.
They said people were there was people on the lawn. People were watching from the lawn. They say somebody was on the lawn with a pistol. They say.
If you can make that shot with a pistol.
They said there was multiple people.
Pretty impressive.
It was pretty close. The pistol was pretty close. It's like probably from like me to maybe like that wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because they didn't really like block the roads the way they do now.
No, they don't.
So that's like that theory.
So why is it your favorite conspiracy theory?
It's probably one. I mean, there's probably a lot of them out there. There's probably ones that I don't know, obviously, but probably the most believable.
I feel like a lot of them are believable when you boil them down.
Yeah.
The flat Earth one is definitely not.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy.
How do you think about it?
Did we land on the moon though?
I think so.
You think we landed on the moon?
I think so.
So we're trying to re-land on the moon now?
Yeah.
But we can't do it right now.
I think that's because we have too many safety precautions.
You think so?
Yeah. Because if
they
you
just threw fucking shit to the window.
Oh, definitely. You fucking go back to the moon landing and shit.
They wanted to beat Russia. There was no
fucking hesitation whatsoever.
Just fucking go.
If they fucking duct taped shit together, you think
true.
we would do that today?
No.
No.
That's true.
I think there's way too many safety precautions for us to do it. And
they
that's
said
why.
they spent a couple $1 billion. They still aren't even close to getting to the moon.
It doesn't surprise me. But how have we gotten like telescopes into like fucking Venus and out of our solar system then?
Yeah, we sent a telescope into a comet supposedly.
I think the other reason is there's no money on the moon.
Yeah.
Like
there's no real like point of going there.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Money drives a lot of stuff, and you know, fucking nationalism and trying to beat the commies. But
what if NASA had the? You ever see like the video if NASA had the military's budget?
Oh, we'd be fucking space marines like, by right now.
That's what it was. It was basically like a fucking astronaut, and he was going on like every moon. He was just planting an American flag, and he was like, yeah, and then there was like aliens, and he just started shooting the aliens,
punching them. They would fucking find a way to walk on Jupiter.
They would. They absolutely would.
If they had the fucking military's budget. We would have 10-foot
so
tall space marines.
You think we landed on the moon?
Yeah, I can't see why not.
I guess.
Because I feel like America at the time, us landing on the moon and that being like our one and only contribution to the space war is such an American thing. That is,
we just came in at the end and just
that is
above and beyond.
That is the definition of America. Fucking Russia went and did everything, and then we just went, fuck you, we're winning, and we just blasted ourselves onto the moon, and we were like, woo, we won, motherfucker!
And that was it, budget cut.
And that was it, and we were like, alright, we're done. We're good. Yeah, we pissed off the USSR, let's go, baby! So, that was it, we were done.
You believe in the New World Order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple historical figures have talked about that as well.
Yeah.
Even that dates back even to like fucking what's his name? One of the founding fathers.
George Washington.
No, not George Washington. The fat one that like went to France and shit.
Oh, the womanizer.
Yeah. Why am I having a brain fart?
Thomas. No. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Why? It's too much alcohol.
Jefferson? No.
Thomas Jefferson?
Thomas Jefferson.
I think it's Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
He was a womanizer.
Yeah, even he talked about it.
Yeah.
About them trying to make a new world order.
But could it stay together for that long? I mean, I guess it could.
I don't think so.
The Illuminati?
There's too many factors into people for the new world order to be held together.
I think you're right. I do think the rich are trying to take over the world, though.
Oh, it would not surprise me. The rich have nothing else to do.
That's absolutely true.
But it's like, But I don't think it'll ever succeed because there's so many different people. There's so many different countries and so many different cultures, and so many of them just have a burning hatred for each other.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
and
fucking
in the United States, people are starting to hate the rich, so
yeah,
that's starting to become a thing.
And fucking some countries just like do not get along whatsoever, and they refuse to do anything with each other. Like, how are you going to make a new world order in that and have them coexist?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Africa's falling apart right now because they're trying to take back, I don't know, from the whites.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
like they're trying to
get rid of whites and shit.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah.
Even though I think like all of South Africa is white.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that at all. I think that stopped being.
I feel like because eventually they realized half of their nation's fucking white.
They're like, fuck.
Because like people always think like, you know, everyone in the fucking Africa is just like ooh boo, fucking like tribe people, but like
I was raised in.
Well, they do.
We're like you
genuinely ask people what they think of fucking Africa. They're not going to call any part of it civilized.
I don't think they're going to go ooga booga. Ooga booga. I don't think they're just going to.
Well, they're tribe people. They're all tribes and stuff. But like you look at like some of the developed nations in Africa, they're perfectly fine. But like fucking Elon Musk is from Africa.
I know, yeah.
He's fucking pasty white.
He's one of the richest African Americans.
I know. He literally holds the title of the richest African American. He's true. Fucking.
It's true.
He looks like Mayo.
It's. Oh my god. Okay, so this is probably a bad month to bring this up, but like 9/11.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You think it was an inside job?
I really don't know. I really don't. There's a lot of things that could point to say that it was, but then it's like...
I got a question the government never answered for that.
What?
Where'd the 9 million or billion, whatever dollars went? Where'd that go? You ever hear about that?
No.
September 10th.
Oh, they said they lost a bunch of money,
Yeah, the government
right?
lost like millions of money.
Millions of money?
Millions.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if it was like 9. I don't know if it was like 9 million or like billion or some shit. But they lost a shit ton of money, and then never, because they publicly released it, but never said anything about it. And the next day, fucking 9/11 happens.
Yes. And then there was like this whole thing, like now I don't know if this is true. I can't say it's true or not. You know what I mean? I gotta put that out there.
Yeah.
So apparently, the guy who owned the building, like a week or two before, insured the buildings for terrorist threats.
Yeah.
And he used to eat breakfast there every fucking day.
And he missed that day?
And he didn't go in that day.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's 100% true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't confirm it.
No.
But like,
I mean, we can't confirm any of this stuff.
Exactly. It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we should also speculate.
We're drunk. We're rambling about things.
No,
So I don't want the government to come.
No, I want to mention the fact that it's like, you know, even though we think it's an inside job, we have great respect for the people who went there and helped people.
Yes.
And great remorse for the people that were lost.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're just talking shit here.
We're just talking shit. It's just a random topic.
Random
thought.
We're not
point anything out.
Yeah.
We're just trying to go over a topic. That's all. You're right.
But that's like the whole thing with the Titanic. Something we don't have to apologize for because no one's alive. But like the Titanic, though, the same thing happened with that. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
The owner of the Titanic.
Oh, I did. The Olympian.
Whatever. No, it was like the old guy. The actual owner of the Titanic.
Yeah.
On its voyage when it sank was not on it. He had a last minute cancellation. And all of his business enemies, I guess if you want to call it, were all put on the ship.
So to add to that, the Olympic, you know the Olympic?
Yeah.
He was not RMS Olympic. So it crashed, I don't know, a month or something beforehand, whatever. And there was zero insurance on that ship. So, you want more water?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So there was zero insurance on the ship, but it looked identical to the Titanic. So what they did was...
I forgot you had that gallon of water.
They switched out the ships. And they sank the Titanic to get the money off the insurance for the ship.
Yeah, I've heard about that too, where they're saying like... Where some of them say the Titanic didn't actually sink, it was the sister ship.
Yep, the Olympic.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty fucking interesting.
That is. But anyway, are you done talking? No, are you done?
No, tell us. Say what you want to go.
No, I'm still talking about you.
No. Go.
One of my favorite conspiracy theories is the Nazis having a Antarctic base during the Second World War or following the war. Because I find that absolutely hysterical.
Why?
Because physically, for Germany at the time, it would be impossible. So they didn't. Do you want to try and pinpoint what made Germany lose the Second World War?
Just throwing resources at nothing.
Logistics.
Oh.
It would be their logistics because they, just like throwing the money at everything, they threw resources at bullshit.
That's
as
what
well.
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
They wasted so much money.
Yeah.
And they wasted so much time on being perfectionists.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
they wanted the biggest guns. They wanted the biggest armor.
Yeah, the thickest armor and shit.
Yep.
And every other nation just pumped shit out to fight them. And then they just got completely overwhelmed.
That's exactly what happened.
So if you don't have the logistics to build any more tanks or planes, the main thing in your fighting arsenal, how are you shipping shit to Antarctic?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
They had like this huge
and what are you doing down there?
They had like this huge
What are they doing?
thing.
Staring at penguins?
Well, I mean, they were in Africa. So to ship something...
Yeah, they were at the top of Africa, but that was it.
They ruled Africa. Well, yeah, top of Africa.
They were just the top of Africa.
Yeah, they were trying to push down. It wasn't really working out.
Yeah, they got stopped. I like the French and shit and the English.
So, I don't know. I kind of...
They didn't have ships to spare either.
That's true.
They were losing ships left and right. The fucking Bismarck, it's great. Their fucking greatest flagship or battleship that they built, fucking sank. Fucking first voyage sank.
Yep.
And they had shit to spare to go to Antarctic, stare at penguins and polar bears.
So he had like this huge thing. He wanted like wonder weapons and shit like
their
that.
heads up their asses.
He wanted like Hitler wanted like wonder weapons and shit like that. Like I said, like we were saying, biggest guns.
Yeah, he wanted like shit of the future he couldn't produce.
Exactly, and he also believed from another conspiracy, huge in like holy. I don't know what the fuck.
Matrimony.
I'm trying to think of the word. The Holy Grail, stuff like that, like religious objects. Yep. And apparently he had like a lot of like searches and shit for it. So whether he did that shit or not, I mean, obviously I don't fucking know. But
I feel like a lot of that comes down to their also strategy of demoralizing people.
And also, what is in Antarctica anyway? Like, what would there be as a strategic advantage in Antarctic?
Nothing. Even if you got a base up and operational,
it's too far away to do anything with.
Yeah, you would have to constantly ship shit there for the people doing shit there to survive because you can't grow.
It would be a pain. I didn't do it. It would be a pain.
Oh, fireworks.
Yeah. It'd be a pain in the ass to get things there. It'd be a pain in the ass to do anything to get it out of there.
Yeah.
I think it's just a pain in the ass all around.
Yeah.
What's the point?
There would be no point.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I just think it's fucking ludicrous.
He did weird things.
They were really weird things.
He did weird things.
There's too many drugs.
Yeah.
He had so many drugs.
That's true. They said his last couple, he started to, lose it.
Yeah. He had a lot of plans drawn up for, fake cities. Did you ever see that?
I told you about that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he had, fake cities where when you fly over the city, there's, no cars on the road. There was, tunnels under the city, and that's where the traffic would be.
where they were.
So it looked like a utopia.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You'd have, people walking around up top and shit like that.
You did mention that.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was.
And some of that stuff they were in the middle of building as well.
Yeah. Like you said, huge waste of resources.
There was a huge type of Coliseum type of thing that he wanted to build, a fucking auditorium or whatever you want to call it is, and they got halfway through building it by the end of the war. But that was so much fucking have you ever seen pictures of it? It's fucking pure just reinforced concrete.
Yeah.
And it's fucking ginormous. And all of that could have been used for bunkers.
I'm trying to think
and shit like that, barricades.
I'm trying to think who had it. It was either Germany or Russia, and they had this huge fucking submarine base. I think it was Germany, and it had this thick fucking concrete, rebar, everything, and they're we want this to like stop the biggest bombs that anybody can throw at it. Just stop it right in the tracks. So anyway, they did it. They built it. U.S. caught wind of it, and they bombed it, and like they dropped a 1,000-pound bomb, and it just broke the whole thing apart.
I thought you were going to talk about the giant radio relay. Did you ever see that thing? Mm-mm. That was the Russians. It's this giant fucking metal structure.
Yes, and it was supposed to hear planes or something.
And it was such an advanced fucking radio relay type of thing.
Yeah.
Or radar.
Yeah. It's like this big... just think of like mesh.
Yeah.
It's like this big mesh piece that's probably like,
fucking
I don't know,
stories tall.
100 feet
and like
long.
Fucking 100 feet, probably more than that.
You think so?
Oh, this thing is massive.
It is huge. It's very long, and it's probably like 2-3 stories tall.
Yeah, well, more than that.
And it looks like fucking bigger than some buildings. Metal just going together, and it's supposed to hear aircraft.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a radio relay and shit.
And that's the whole little cat.
I like how now we just started talking about abandoned projects.
But, like, you're right. That, like, the money they threw at things. And, I mean, some shit was pretty cool. But...
You think the Earth is flat?
No, because cats would have pushed everything off it by
now. You're one of those cringe memers.
Well,
fucking cat
how would it be flat?
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
It's impossible.
It's one of those things. I like watching YouTubers who talk about that stuff and, like, the other people who, like, debunk them. Because there's so much evidence that points to it not being flat, and then just people, for some reason, and this is one of the problems with space. Space is so incredibly large, it's nearly impossible for our brains to actually wrap around the scale of it.
And it's constantly growing.
And expanding.
So
that's what I feel like where a lot of flat earthers come from. Because it's just hard for them to grasp this construct of how big the world is. And people point to, like, so many things about, like, stuff like it. Like the fucking light, the fucking stars, and the sun and shit. And then everyone else who's, like, debunked them is just like, yeah, but no.
You ever seen the video, the guy tricks a bunch of people. I guess he doesn't trick them. He gets a bunch of flat earthers to invest in a rocket ship. So he builds a homemade rocket ship because he says he's going to go to the space, see the flat Earth, take a picture, and come back.
He'd die. He'd blow up.
So he fucking shoots off in the rocket, and it gives out, and the parachute doesn't open. It slams into the ground. I don't think he died, but he got, like, seriously injured.
He might
and
have.
he's like, I'm going to do this again someday.
Do it again.
Like, woo!
One of my favorites is... I forget the name because it was so long ago I watched the video of this dude, but, like, there are, like, famous known people in the flat earth community because it's so small because they're so stupid, but, like, there's, like, people who are known for it and, like, their experiments that they've done, but one of them fucking talked about getting a electric gyroscope or something that could measure the rotation of the earth, and he said if there was a degree... If it was like a 0-degree drift would mean the Earth is flat. So when he finally managed to buy this fucking electric gyroscope or whatever the fuck it is, it read out a 15-degree shift, which would mean the Earth is spinning as a globe. Yeah. And immediately, in the same breath, he just goes, "Well, that's not conclusive."
You ever seen? I know we're just talking about fun videos now, but, like, there was a bunch of flat earthers. There was 2 guys, or 3 guys. They have a fence. They have 2 fences. And they have holes in the fences. And the one guy is sitting there, has the camera up to the hole.
Yeah.
And at the other end of the fence, he goes, if the earth is round, if the earth's flat, he could just hold the flashlight up and I'll be able to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, if it's round, he'll have to hold it higher.
Yeah.
So he's like, can you put the flashlight on? And he's like, yeah, it's on. And you can't see a fucking thing.
And he goes, raise it.
And he goes, can you raise it up? And you can see it. Yeah. And he's like, he's like, fucking just like.
And again, just completely ignores the evidence like, straight in their face.
He's like, something's not right here.
Something's not right. This is clearly not how this works. This is the guy I wanted to talk about because there's a lovely British guy who does this video. You might have seen it, where he talks about Eratosthenes. Did you ever hear about that?
What's the name of the guy?
The British guy, I can't remember. It's like an old fucking video.
Was it a YouTube channel?
Yeah, you probably find it on YouTube.
Okay.
But he's talking about Eratosthenes, who is from the 3rd century BC. He was a Greek mathematician who found out the fucking circumference of the Earth.
For you guys to hear that, it's not gunshots,
it's fireworks. But it's because the guy in the video explains it, how he found it, and it's very simple.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's actually season 2. We're in Baghdad right now.
Woo! This airs next year.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But it's very simple the way he did it. He had 2 sticks, or 2 like fucking pylon things that were in the ground.
Oh!
And what the fuck was that?
You bit me. Come here, you little shit.
But he was at one of them, and he had an assistant that he paid to walk whatever the fucking distance it was, like 800, whatever the fuck they used, like steps or whatever bullshit, to like the next town down or whatever, to the south or whatnot. And they erected another stick of the same height and stuff, and they recorded it at the same times. And using the direction of the shadows, he managed to fucking come up with the circumference of the Earth.
I think people are stupid.
And he was right into a few degrees. And he figured this out in 3rd century BC, and people still think the Earth is flat. This is why I'm saying flat earthers just can't comprehend this giant scale of the Earth.
I think people used to be smarter and we're just stupider now.
People were forced to be smarter. That was the thing.
Yeah,
because they didn't have technology.
Yeah.
Here's a conspiracy theory. Do you think aliens built the pyramids?
Oh shit! Okay,
Shit.
so they say they don't know when the pyramids were built. They say that it could have been before the Egyptians even existed. They say they don't exactly know when the pyramids were built. I don't know. I think...
So what? The Egyptians just fucking bored their way in and thought, oh, that's a nice place to bury me. They just buried themselves in there?
I don't know. I think they built them.
I do.
I think they built them.
And that's the other thing I don't get. How can you think it's not being built by them? Sure, so it's large, but it's a fucking triangle.
Yeah.
It is the most basic
but
shape
they line
ever.
Up with certain stars.
Yes, because they were fucking cartographers. They looked at the stars to navigate.
You could fucking see the stars back then. Unlike now with fucking light pollution.
Well, that's the other thing people forget. They used the stars for navigation.
Everything.
Because the stars don't change from their position. At the same time of night, within the same hemisphere, or the same spot wherever you are, they don't change.
Huh, it's almost like you researched this.
Yeah. Because it's so stupid. These people piss me off. But you can use it to navigate. Because if you know where all the constellations are, and you know what directions they're facing, you can find north, east, south, and west. And you can use that as your navigational point.
So they think they know where the rock came from. They think it was like a couple miles upstream, away, whatever.
It was just like limestone and shit.
That's what I'm saying. So like...
they used...
You chisel it out.
Yeah.
Because you have a fuck ton of people.
Yeah, they had
nothing better to do.
Yeah, they had both slaves and paid workers.
A lot of paid workers.
A lot of them. And then you had fucking people who knew math.
Oh, good.
That was it.
Good at math.
Because you want to know how simple a triangle is? Toddlers build them with blocks. We don't have blocks today because everyone just has iPhones.
Why were they so
iPads.
in line? Why were they so straight? Why were they so...
It's called good planning.
They were laser cut.
They were not laser cut.
How'd they move those giant blocks?
You had people who had fucking respect in their craft of fucking chiseling stone.
That's so true, like we talked about in past episodes.
Yeah.
People respected what they did.
Yeah. And
so you took these people who have... Mind you, nothing. You are in the middle of a fucking desert to do.
And they don't have the technology or the means of entertainment we do today.
Exactly.
They got nothing to do.
nothing. They literally have nothing.
It's either you sit in your hut by the fucking river and throw stones, or catch your food, or go buy food, or carve a stone. You got nothing else to do.
Nothing. So, no, I do think they did it. There's actually a guy who didn't prove. He's like a mathematician, and he proved how you can like.
Was that the guy who did like the fucking?
He moved houses and shit.
Oh yeah, by himself. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Wasn't he like in his backyard and he was just using like little rocks underneath these giant fucking stones and pulleys, and he could move these fucking rocks that are tons.
Yes, he moved the house.
Yeah,
he moved the house.
Ah, there's a fucking
with a log.
There's a thing about the demonstration of pulleys. Pulleys.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess it.
So there's a demonstration of that in
For you guys that don't know, it's like this little
little thing that
like
you
the hook. It has a rope that goes through it, and it
you lift things with it,
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Look at the pulley.
But pulleys, will be able to lift or they can transfer power to what they're lifting via the movement of the pulley. With enough pulleys, you can lift quite amount of weight by one man. And one guy, I forgot the thing, but I read about it. He proved this to some kind of king because he said he could lift a ship. And we're talking about like the pirate sailing type of ships. He said to a king that he could lift a ship by himself. And he did. He made an intricate design of pulleys. And he was like one-handed or so. He could lift an entire fucking like man-of-war ship.
Yeah. No,
by himself.
It's because let's say this is 50 pounds. Let's say this bottle right here is 50 pounds. If you put a rope to it, you have to lift all 50 pounds. Yeah. So now if you put it on a pulley and you put 2 hooks onto this, or you pull it back onto the pulley and back, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would break that weight in half.
Yeah, because you would.
So the
would
more
disperse
pulleys
it over
you
the pulley.
have,
the less weight you're lifting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I totally understand. I actually learned that in a class. It was actually a rescue class, and I learned that, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Oh man, my fat ass is gonna need 10 pulleys if I ever need to
rescue.
rescue.
We were learning like hillside rescue. Not that I ever need to do it, but you'd be surprised. Like you could literally, like you said, one hand, like a guy like you, just up a hill.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Lift all kinds of shit. It's, Math is fascinating.
Mechanical advantage.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
I can't do math.
No,
but it's fascinating.
I'm not that smart.
No,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fascinating. It's real cool.
Yeah.
But like
you don't want to see me?
I'm sorry. I was just trying to get the mic. There you go.
There you go. Okay, cool.
I was just trying to get the microphone into a better position.
Just don't want to see me. It's not
well.
Fuck you.
Yeah. There we go. Now I don't gotta see it. There we go.
That's good.
We don't got a camera. We gotta get a camera.
We really do. We keep saying that.
I know. I'll look into it this weekend.
What about fluoride in water?
Fluoride?
You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You're putting fluoride in water and trying to kill us?
Toothpaste and shit.
Yeah, trying to kill us. Well, I can't say aliens anymore because they proved that's true. They said it's true.
Oh, yeah, the fucking... You know that guy was caught lying about aliens and other stuff before? The guy from Mexico? The guy, like whatever the fuck his name was, but the guy who revealed the aliens back in like 2017 or 2018 was caught lying about other stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you think they're not real?
Yeah.
Aliens aren't real?
No, I think aliens are real. I just don't think those aliens are real.
Oh, gotcha.
They look way too stupid.
Climate change.
Climate change. Climate change is bullshit.
I personally also think it is bullshit.
Personally? What's your public opinion on it?
Okay, my opinion is bullshit.
I think it's bullshit.
I think it's a money grab.
I think so too, yeah. It's a money grab.
It's just a money grab.
Because it's such a scam. And it's proven to be a scam. Because
I think we're a blip in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Because anything we do to it is just nothing.
No. And multiple times, fucking they've said the world is going to end throughout history. From the fucking 1700s. Yeah. They've predicted that the world is going to end due to climate change.
Yeah. And they have newspaper articles, 1910. Yeah. They said the world's going through a climate crisis. And
in
if
like
we don't
10
act
years
now,
and shit.
If we don't act now,
we're going to die.
That's exactly
And we're still here, sadly.
Yep. Yep, it's true.
So it's a bunch of bullshit. And the other thing is, a lot of them conspicuously seem to be targeting America.
Yeah.
And climate change rules and stuff.
We do nothing.
Yeah.
We do nothing.
Do you know about the tire field in Kuwait?
China, dude. China alone creates the most pollution.
No. Do you know about this tire field in
I know
Kuwait?
exactly what you're talking about.
Where they're burning the tires and shit? Fucking billions of fucking tires, and they're just on fire.
China
and cow farts are the reason we're dying.
China is painting their trees with oil-based paint. They're painting the trees brown and gluing leaves back on them because they're dying of, guess what? The pollution.
Yeah.
So they're putting oil-based paint.
Yeah. I mean, Chinese infrastructure is pretty shit.
I don't understand why people are afraid of them. They're gonna kill themselves.
I know. Do you ever see like people demonstrating fucking Chinese infrastructure?
No.
Oh my god. They got like concrete and shit, and they literally just go and grab it, and it just goes.
I believe it. They don't
and
care.
fucking concrete's just falling apart.
Because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and they're taking like those fucking railings and shit, and they're just like, eat, and it just fucking, and it breaks out of the concrete.
It's crap shit.
Yeah, it's great. We buy everything from them, and somehow their economy's collapsing.
Well, when you lock all your people inside of a fucking factory and tell them to work when COVID's going on.
Yeah, your suicide nets and iPhone
you got
factories.
suicide nets and iPhone factories. I don't think it's good.
No.
I don't think the people are happy.
They don't feel that happy. Can I have more of that water?
Yeah.
I'm a thirsty boy.
Starting to sober up now.
Trying.
Bring that with you. Alright, so this one, it's really not...
The conspiracy
it's not
theory?
a conspiracy theory. Weather control.
Weather control. That's real.
That is real.
Yeah.
They did it in Vietnam. They made it rain for fucking months on end. It's not fake.
Yeah, they purposely put things in the clouds and shit to make it rain.
Make it rain, so it's not fake.
Which they didn't think about, because then they had to move their own troops through the fucking muddy jungle, which impeded their progress even more.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though.
That's one of those other things that make me really not trust the people in the government because of just how inept they are.
They say it didn't happen, but you literally just said it happened. Like,
Yeah,
you just,
we literally
like
have
you did it.
documents.
We watched you do it.
We literally have documents that prove that you fucking did it.
Personally, I didn't know about this at the time.
Yeah.
But they were studying weather patterns, so
Yeah.
they were dyeing clouds.
Like Agent Orange.
They were putting like purple, blue, red, like dyeing clouds, and it passed over New Jersey.
Yeah.
And they were doing it, and nobody believed that they were doing it, and it happened. I
think the downfall of us humanity is going to be how many people are just sheep and don't listen. Not many people think for themselves, and it's not even like
I think you're right.
Not believing conspiracy theories. It's just not thinking. That's what it is.
Because you could sit there, and if I told somebody they have weather control, they'd think you're crazy.
Yeah.
But like I said, Vietnam, they literally made it rain for fucking months on end.
Yeah, they literally did
extended the monsoon season in Vietnam.
And they admitted to it. There are
they
documents on it.
They documented it. They did it. They admitted they did it.
Yeah.
And people would deny it.
People would deny it. That's the same thing with the flat earthers. No matter how much proof you throw at these people, they just do not believe it.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Ugh. That's a real thing.
Chemical interrogation and mind control techniques were followed by many conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Did you ever read up on MK Ultra?
No.
The Tuskegee experiment and shit?
Tuskegee.
Yeah, the Tuskegee experiment, I think, was the fucking the nuclear testing.
I heard about it. I just don't. I never really.
I think there's a video recently that somebody took. One of these things you have to like dig on the internet to find. How do you spell Tuskegee? Oh, they're Tuskegee. If it was like syphilis on black people and shit in the 30s to 70s.
Oh, I have heard about that.
Yeah.
They're like pumping cocaine in, trying to kill off the blacks.
Yeah, trying to kill black people and shit.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
But no, the MK Ultra though, people like found U.S. government facilities like abandoned in the middle of nowhere, but they're still under surveillance and shit. But they've like breaking into them, and they believe they're fucking MK Ultra experiment places, and fucking going inside of them is like haunting. Fucking like the shit that they're recording or whatnot. It looks basically like an insane asylum.
I believe it.
And now we're going to disappear tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, next week.
If you guys don't hear from us next week. Well, actually.
You're not hearing from us anymore after this.
Us anymore in general.
I am not suicidal.
I am not suicidal. I don't plan on harming myself.
I don't plan on harming myself.
Or anybody else.
Or anybody.
I can't shoot myself twice in the back of the head.
Has a few people I would plan on harming, actually. I can't lie. Traffic makes me violent.
False history.
False history. It's real. There's that quote by Price.
It's real,
from
man.
Modern Warfare.
I don't believe anything about history, really. I believe a lot of it, but
I believe in the history they try to ban.
Yeah.
If people are trying to ban something, there's a reason for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because ideas and stuff should be learned about.
I want everybody to understand there's not a lot of things that... History is written by the victor.
Yeah, so that is a quote by Price.
Exactly. So you don't hear about the losers. You don't hear what their story was.
Yeah.
So I want you to think about that. Like, what happened in their account, in their tests.
And what they saw.
And what they saw. Like, is the United States always good? No.
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 You know
I don't think anyone's wholly good.
No, I don't think so either.
Especially a whole country.
But I mean, that's like a huge thing. Like, we might say, oh, the Indians were bad, they used to kill us, they used to do this. But you weren't there, you didn't see it, and whoever did is dead. The stories are gone.
I mean, there's definitely stories of scalping and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it happened. There's bad people now, though.
Yeah. But I feel like fucking victimizing those people, though.
We literally wiped out their entire fucking food source, so they relied on us.
Yeah.
They killed all the buffalo.
I feel like a lot of it, though, is also, like, victimizing. Because I feel like a lot of people did that. There's that what was that one fucking TV show that did that? Fucking, it was like some sort of Civil War thing, and he was meeting with the chiefs. You've probably seen the video, but they're out in the plains, and they're like negotiating about the shit, and the Indians are telling him, like, you know, this was our land, and the guy's like, that's fucking just a fantasy you've come up with. You weren't birthed from the land.
That's true.
And came out of nowhere.
No,
you were warring with the tribes before we even set foot here.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the whole thing.
We won.
Yeah, that's what it is. We won.
We won.
If fucking Germany won World War II, we would be painted as the enemy, and people would believe it.
That's true.
Because that's what they were told.
That's true.
But I do think anything people try to ban, I believe, is worth looking at. Because it's one of those things, it's like, well, why don't you want me to read this? Why don't you want me to look into this?
We should have a whole bookshelf at Barnes & Noble. Banned books.
Banned books. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Because I believe, you know, in order to be to like the whole freedom with that, if you want me to not, you know, believe in a sort of ideology like Mein Kampf, you want to take that Hitler's fucking book and story and shit. Fucking, if you don't want me to, like, you know, believe in it or whatever you.
I believe he was a very smart guy. I believe he had a lot of good ideas.
Again, one of those things.
I feel like he went a little too far with some of his ideas. Obviously,
yeah, like give credit where credit's due. You know, public speaking classes will give it to him. He was a fantastic public speaking.
One of the best.
He had it down to a science.
Yep.
And he convinced a whole nation to go along with his shit.
Yep.
But like, if you tried to ban the book, it becomes, you know, why? Like, why can't I read this? What's in here that you don't want me to see? Rather than, like, you know, me reading the book and just pointing at it and going, hey, this is stupid. Because that would convince me more that you're telling the truth, rather than trying to tell me, you know, don't read that. It should become like, well, that's just fucking stupid.
I should be the one that says it's wrong.
Yeah.
You shouldn't tell me that's wrong.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
I'm not talking Mein Kampf was correct or anything. But
yeah, we're not saying it was a good book or anything, but, you know.
Did you ever read it?
No, have you?
I'm interested in reading it.
I would like to read it. I can't even read your fucking book.
I know, you can't read.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy that kind of stuff as well. Because I like to try and get into the minds of other people and try and...
Why is it still on here? It says extraterrestrials and UFOs. It fucking exists, dude.
I know.
Government stated it.
But I like the whole idea of trying to get into people's minds and stuff. Like, we were talking the other day, I'm replaying Red Dead 2. because I actually upgraded my computer a little bit. For you computer nerds, this is not going to mean anything to you, but for your computer nerds, my RAM before was 8 gigabytes, and it struggled to run a lot of games. And finally, I thought, well, maybe that's the...
For your computer, okay?
No, the RAM doesn't have a fan on it. It's the fucking... You can actually see it on your fucking thing. You see the giant fan on the side?
Yeah.
You see those 2 little glowing sticks?
Yeah.
That's your RAM.
Oh.
So, I had 8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes is not a lot. I bought the computer years ago, and I upgraded different parts of it, like the GPU and shit, but I never upgraded the RAM. So finally, I thought, oh, I got some spare money. I'll shop around for some RAM.
So you're rich.
Yeah. Well, I had $100.
You guys heard it.
Yeah, rich. I had a whole $100. But then I shopped around for some RAM, and then I bought like 64 gigabytes. So it's a big jump, and now I run everything perfectly. So I restarted Red Dead 2 because that was such a great game, and I didn't really enjoy it to its fullest when I first got it.
Do you play with
lagged,
controller, or do you play with...
Controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just so much easier with controller.
It depends on the game. Shooters, I need a controller. Other types of things, some of them you need a keyboard. Like fucking Arma. Well, you've played Arma, right? You can't play that on a goddamn controller. You need a keyboard. It utilizes like every single button.
I know, yeah.
But anyway, where was I going? Oh, right. So I started replaying it, and I started taking my time through it. And one of my taking my time with it was reading the journal Arthur makes or writes and stuff, because it's one of those like little pieces of lore that they taught that like, because you see his personality, you see like the choices he makes on the outside and stuff, but you know there's no inner monologue going on. That's the whole point of the book. So reading through it, he talks about like those different kinds of events, and he brings out his inner thoughts, and I find that fascinating, where he talks about like, you know, when he went to go collect some of the money, on the outside he just was this terrifying force beating this sick man for his money, and then you read the journal after that event, and he says that he has fucking so much remorse about doing it, and he didn't feel good doing it.
Yeah, he dies of tuberculosis.
I know, he dies of tuberculosis. But anyway, getting into people's heads is one of those things that I really enjoy, and seeing those inner workings of how people thought. Yeah. And that's one of those things I may enjoy as an author, because...
No, I do enjoy that stuff too.
Yeah,
I enjoy seeing how people work, hearing about what they think.
I also like trying to peer into people's daily lives.
Yeah.
You do that while driving? You try and look into people's houses?
Not houses, but I look into like people's cars.
I look into
sometimes see people like rocking out, having a good time.
That's always
like,
fun.
I hope you're good.
But I not trying to be creepy.
It sounds like you're creepy.
Well, as I'm just driving down the road, if your window
should we record this?
I don't know. This is going to be used against me in the court of law.
I think it might.
But like, if you're driving down the road and you see like the front of someone's house and the giant like bay window or something, I like to try and just like look into it as I'm going past. You know, nothing's ever happening. They're just like either sitting there just watching TV. Like I'll probably see like, oh hey, another movie.
You see that window? The guy's window I broke. You know.
Yeah, the door.
You see inside of his house?
No, I saw a little bit.
It's like jumping back into like the early, probably 90s.
That explains why we couldn't find the door he had.
Dude, it was so weird. It's like going back in time looking into that house.
It's like my grandmother's
house.
It's
shag carpeting. It's still shaggy.
It's still shaggy.
Still shaggy. Alright.
You want the word?
Yeah, we'll do the word.
Alrighty.
We'll end it with that.
This one will pertain to World War II for you.
Oh,
it'll be that. So it's an adjective. It is macabre. Here, Google, say it.
Macabre.
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 Macabre is an adjective.
Sounds Spanish.
Its origin is French.
Fuck. Sentence.
Well,
it gives it away.
I don't know if it does.
I'll do it random here. I'm just gonna shoot from the hip.
Shoot from the hip.
I'm gonna shoot from the hip.
True, 2 guys, 1 brain cell fashion.
Red. Adjective.
Adjective is describing
Excited.
something. Excited. No.
You say it like
Oh,
there's like a 1
it pertains.
in a billion
I
way
know.
I'm gonna get
It pertains to the Germans during World War II.
High.
No.
They're fucking high.
No.
They're fucking stoned.
No. Think about the things they did.
So you do know they were high, right?
I know they were high. They had like
Used to
fucking
do, like,
cocaine and shit.
Yeah, that's how they're
Like speed.
Yeah, speed. Yeah.
Did you ever see that one comedian guy who was talking about how his father or grandfather or something was on speed and he was a flamethrower in the Vietnam War?
Yeah, I fucking believe it. They're all fucking yeah.
But like, imagine that, someone high on speed with a flamethrower. Fucking tweaker. What's that?
I'm more afraid of a tweaker with a flamethrower.
I'm more afraid of my ally now.
Yeah, I do remember that. Pertains to the Germans. What the Germans were
Mm-hmm. What did they do?
oppressive. Is that an adjective?
Is it?
Oppressive.
Should we Google it? Oppressive. Not Oppenheimer. Oppressive.
Good movie, by the way.
It is an adjective.
Woo!
Can't use it now. Damn.
Was that one of the words you had?
No. I would hope you would know what oppressive is.
It's you.
This is you.
It's you with this fucking.
It's you and your girlfriend.
It's you with this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I enjoy
You're
oppressing
oppressive.
you.
You're oppressive.
It's fun torturing
You're
you.
holding me back.
I'm trying to let you learn some words. Maybe you'll gain some intelligence.
Something.
Something.
I don't know.
You know? Is pertaining to the Germans. Think about what they did.
They did a lot.
Think about what they did to certain people.
Slaughtered. That's not that shit.
No, that would be a verb.
Yeah, it'd be a verb.
I would say slaughtered might be close, though.
Oppressive.
It's not impressive. Stop going back there. You're going back. You're getting cold.
Go back. You gotta walk further.
You don't want forward. You can warm. Come on. Unless you want me to just tell you.
Just tell me.
Alright. Disturbing and horrifying because of involvement with depiction of death and injury.
Holocaust.
So, a macabre series of murders would have been the sentence.
I still wouldn't have guessed it. Even if you told me that, I would not have guessed
If I told you it just had to do with the Holocaust, you still would not have gotten it?
it. I would have just said that, but like, if you were like, that sentence, I'd
Hot. The ovens. No.
Good. Yeah, definitely no.
No. No, Devin. We're going back again.
Beneficial. You're getting really cold.
We're getting real. We're going to Antarctica with that one.
Beneficial. No.
Celebratory.
Why?
Why? Have you learned anything from my words?
I learned a couple.
Okay.
I can't remember them. I look back every once in a while.
Yeah.
No.
Do you like to keep things to yourself?
Like, we mean things.
Like, you know, knowledge,
Feelings,
but your
knowledge,
feelings to yourself?
Yeah, everything. My
Everything you
life.
do?
I
Yeah.
play stupid.
Hmm.
My existence is just stupidity.
That's a good point.
People think you're stupid, they don't expect things from you.
I know. I thought about that because I started to learn how to play chess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't know how to play chess?
No, do you?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just play it all the time.
Oh.
Kindergarten.
I expected the kindergarten. What kind of Asian growing up did you have?
Private school.
You went to a private school? Private school you go to? I thought you went to Wall.
Brookside.
You went to Brookside? I thought you went to Wall all those years.
Elementary school, I went to Wall.
Yeah.
Late elementary school, I went to Wall.
Hmm.
It was funny because when I went to elementary school, so listen to this.
You just got dumber.
No, so
Went to public schools, got dumber.
so when I was in Brookside, I have ADHD. Everybody knows that.
You've talked about that.
Okay, so everybody knows about that.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they couldn't handle me because I'm a jumpy kid. This, that, the other thing. They said public school would be better off for you.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents took me out of Brookside. They sent me to public school. I had straight A's through elementary school, and I had like A's and B's in middle school, and then I realized I could get away with anything and not do anything. So you can see like my grades just drop.
How did your personality change so much?
What do you mean change?
Yeah, he had straight A's and shit.
Because I learned multiplication in fucking kindergarten.
Yeah.
Because they started to teach us. I'm not kidding either. When I was in private school, we were learning basic multiplication in kindergarten.
I probably should have went to a private school.
So when I went to elementary school, I knew every fucking thing that we were doing. So I was so far forward.
I probably should have went to a private school. I was just lazy.
And that's what happened to me. Because turns out, I figured I didn't need to do anything. So
but I was lazy from the beginning. Like,
I was given whatever it's called, IED.
IED.
They give you an IED in school, like IPA.
IEP.
You know, IEP.
Yeah, I was in the same program because I was lazy.
Yeah, it was just because I was lazy.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
I had a great reading and writing comprehension. Like, I would fall off a little bit on math, but I still did it. But, like, overall, fucking my mom would look at my grades and shit and be like, you know, you should really show these teachers how smart you are. And I was just sitting on the couch just like, we're going to go downstairs and play Halo.
So I was a fucking expert. Listen to this. This is funny.
Uh-huh.
So throughout high school, at high school, I was, like, really good at math. Never had a math class. Really good at math.
Yeah.
Okay. Terrible at reading, comprehension, and terrible at writing. So I went to Brookdale, and you know how you have to take that test to get in? Aced writing, aced reading comprehension, failed math. So what does that tell you? I
don't know.
What does it tell you, man?
That's the same thing I'm saying. I was the exact same growing up. I never switched. Like, even in college, you know, fucking my English classes. Fucking one of the teachers wanted to publish one of my fucking stories in the newspaper. It was so good.
Did you let him?
I swear, no.
Oh.
I was kind of just like,
fuck you.
That could have been the start of my writing career back in college. I had such a jump start. I could have been famous by now.
Could have.
Damn it. I should have started writing back then.
It's funny. Everybody thinks I'm dumb. I'm really not that dumb.
You're kind of dumb.
I act dumb.
You want to play chess sometime?
Yeah,
that'd be fun. You got chessboard?
No.
Oh.
No. You know Mancala? You know how to play Mancala?
Mancala?
So, you ever heard of it?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's got like it's like a wood board, has like little divots, and then like long divots at the end.
Yeah.
And they bring the marbles around, you put one in yours, and you go around. And
like the Chinese checkers type of thing?
No. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
But anyway.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I learned that in anyway.
I recently learned and then forgot how to play backgammon. The thing with like those little like the wooden board that like folds open. It's got those little like brown and white spike things with the little like checker type of little round discs that you put in there, and you have to like roll a dice.
Sounds complicated, but yeah, I'd probably know.
No, it's not that complicated. If I show it to you, you'll probably know it.
Because I used to do like a lot of that stuff when I went to camp.
Yeah.
And we used to play like a ton of games.
Wow, that's what you did in camp? I think I could put into a fat camp. We did a lot of physical activities. No one else was really fat. It was just me. It was just a way to make me feel better.
Your mom paid. It's a bunch of skinny people.
Yeah, they're just like, I just wanted to feel better.
I went to like my parents used to work at Fort Monmouth, so there was like a children's daycare there.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play like all these fun games and shit, dodgeball, like real dodgeball, not with the fucking fluffy balls.
I played fucking
Beyblade. We had bumper pool. We played marbles.
Marbles.
You ever play marbles?
Playing craps.
We used to play marbles and shit. Jacks. We used to play jacks.
Jacks.
We did a lot of fun.
I was
stuff.
with the nerds. I played Beyblade. Really?
I remember when those came out. We played that.
Yeah.
All the guys let it rip and just fucking yanked on the fucking thing.
We had like a little arena set up and shit. The little plastic arena.
Legos.
If you had one of the ones that were partially metal, you were indestructible. No one wanted to fight you.
You were a winner.
You were.
That's like the marbles. So
It's like
everybody
cheating.
if anybody had a big marble, they wouldn't want to like fucking play with them.
Yeah.
They just knock them all out.
You're like cheating with that. You're just, I got the slightly metal dragon. Fuck off, Tom. Nerd. Your parents can afford things. I got the same Beyblade from 12 years ago.
You remember Heelys?
Oh god, I think I had a pair.
So my parents couldn't afford Heelys, so I had like these fucking knockoff brand Heelys. And you know how like Heelys, you gotta take the sole out and then put
put the little thing in.
These had a button on the back. You like knocked into
I
something
know
and
those
popped
too.
out.
Oh, I think I had a pair of those too. They were so much cooler than Heelys.
You'd be walking, you'd be like,
boom! They'd fucking come out and you slide. I had one of those too.
You were poor?
Yeah.
I was poor.
They were so cool though. That was the other thing. I may have been stupid and lazy, but I enjoyed the fun shit.
Yeah, that was good.
Here's your knockoff brand Heelys from Wish.com. Oh, thanks, man. This is so cool. Yeah, as soon as that thing popped out, it was the greatest invention mankind ever made.
Until you broke your neck.
Until you fell. Well, the thing broke.
Yeah, it would fucking pop back in
Couldn't get it
randomly.
back in anywhere. You only had one Wish.com Heely. Go around with one heel.
That's so funny, man. Yeah.
We've gotten so off track, we should probably stop.
Well, we're done anyway.
I know, we're way past the hour.
Alright, guys.
Uh,
Good talking to you. Till next time.
Till next time, everyone.
We don't want to kill ourselves.
We don't.
Alright?
Maybe him.
Alright. Goodbye.